In the last session, we have known about the MDC and see how the unique ID get generated throughout the complete request life cycle. So in this session, we'll go deep dive of implementation of MDC. So you can see here, we have a project MDC logger. So you can see here how we have configure MDC. MDC. So the MDC we have a, so for that I have created one filter, and the filter I created two things like X correlation ID, X correlation ID and a correlation ID. Basically, X correlation ID is that's get huge on a header, and the correlation ID we have a key for the MDC. So now again come to the filter. So I use the one per request filter, and here you can see this this filter will always call whenever any request come into the application. So here what I did, here is one method, extract correlation ID. So this method first will check into the header. If the correlation ID get into the header, this same get returned and get propagated to truth throughout the application, the request of the application. And otherwise, in the else condition, it will create one unique correlation ID and return, this will return to this method, and the same correlation ID will be set it here. So you can see the response correlation ID clicking here, and we putting. So in the MDC, the put method, MDC, we have a library and have a put method. So here we kept the key, MDC key, and that is the correlation ID, and the corresponding value we putting. In MDC, we require whatever you are value adding that should be removed. So this will not the same maybe overlap to the for the on the other request. And next, what I did, so in the interceptor, the same I added here. So here I uses the interceptor client HTTP interceptor. So basically, this interceptor added for any other REST call. The same concept we can use in the microservices architecture style. So like one service calling to another service calling to third service, like service A calling to service B calling to service 3. If you want to propagate the same correlation ID throughout the other service. So you for that, what you need to add the correlation, how we can navigate the correlation ID from one service to another service. We have a option like through the header we can do it. So this is basically what will the client HTTP interceptor what will do. This will attach the any REST API getting called from the from this service. So this in the header this will add it the correlation ID which is created by this application. So for that, I added here the interceptor level also. But again, the MDC filter always call. This will take care for attaching contextual information and any correlation ID over the MDC. So whatever more you want to add value throughout the life cycle, just what you have to do, MDC dot put the give the key name and corresponding value. So this is the adding the value over the MDC. So now again in the log, how it will write in the log application dot property, I added the format log level and the correlation ID, and the correlation ID if using the MDC, so something this fashion way you have to give percentage capital X within a bracket, give the key name of the core give key that you use here, the name what you the put mdc dot put the key name, whatever key you have used here. So the same you need to give here, then it will get written into the log.